or not.
When you play the Game of Thrones, you win or you die. There is no middle ground.
Season 4 of all these shows are heating up. This crew is about to lose their fucking mind on the Americans. We will get there. Justified is happening. Game of Thrones is crawling because we make it crawl. And another character joins the creepy list basically tonight. There was another adult prying on a child basically for political power, and it's the second one. And Justified being in the South has not. Well, no, we've completed the trifecta. All three have had crazy, creepy people going after children. So, good job, guys! We picked the right amount of shows. This should be fun. Mark, how are you? How was your viewing experience?
Yeah, it was good. Watching a lot of shows, although for whatever reason, I've been trying to watch through Cobra Kai as well, so I was watching a lot of that. I'm just hoping I don't mix up any of, Cobra Kai with, what we're doing right now.
I scroll through all my TV shows all the time, and I'm like, could we watch this at some point, or can I just watch it now? That's why I stay away from TV most of the. But knowing us, all the shows that I look at, most likely we will watch at some point. Matt, how are you? How was your viewing?
Doing good. I mean, I know what you're talking about because I saw a clip of 24 on YouTube the other day. I was like, I remember liking this back in the day, but then I realized it's like 6 or 7 seasons of 24 episodes apiece. I was like,
it's a lot of TV. We would just do a 24. We just do a 24 year. Where we're just going through 24.
Yeah, I look at all those all the time. Like I'm on like an angel D every time I click on it. Either it's way too many seasons and too many episodes, and I'm just like never touching it. Don't even care if it's good. That's like the Blacklist, 24. There's a few others that are like so long. I'm just like, no thanks. And then it falls in the category. Then it falls in the perfect category of this is TV Chronicle land. So basically, if it's our entry season, because I know the show. The Boys is the literally show that I just keep looking at every time. Like, but that seems like one of the most TV Chronicle shows possible that we could technically watch. So
I was watching Euphoria this week. I was like, I don't know if Cody would be behind Euphoria or not.
I saw Sydney Sweeney bark like a dog, and I was like, maybe. I'm not sure, but maybe. I don't know what's happening. We're
going to be doing this show for a long time, guys.
But I'm uncomfortable. Yeah, I didn't know, but I was a little slightly uncomfortable and aroused. Anyways, but yeah, my viewing experience was good overall. But yes, I watch all the times. I look at all these shows and I'm like, oh, this could be interesting. So now I'm just on a 1-season kick. Like if it's a new show, I can get on the ground level. Yeah. Like I can enter there and be fine. So we got 4 this week of the Americans, 3 of Justified, 2 of Game of Thrones, and then remember Americans and Justified flip, so 3 and 4, and Game of Thrones is still 2. And then 1 week away, we'll wrap up season 4 of all these shows. We are booking. We are getting going. So
more than halfway at this point now.
More than halfway, and pretty soon we'll be talking about what we're doing for the rest of the year, and then we already have next year planned. We've been renewed so far, no stop. So should be fun. No one's joining the cast. That's the most important news. We would love people to join, but no one can keep up with our schedule. And Film School for Dummies still hasn't debuted. So hopefully next year, maybe. I don't know.
We got to get that crossover episode, so they need to hurry up and step it up.
Dude, Jaws was pushed back 1 week, like 2025. Crazy. Dude, here's the thing. Right now, we are filming this on April 17th. Right now. Peek behind the curtain. I don't think that episode's coming out by July 4th, which was the day that you should watch. Like, that weekend is the weekend you should watch Jaws. It will not be out during then. So, only time will tell. If I'm wrong, call me out on it, Payson. Just call me out on it. I don't even think this episode will be out for July 4th weekend, but who knows? But all right. You guys ready to go to the Americans?
Let's do it.
Mhm.
All right. Kick it off with episode 4 of season 4. The show hates me, but I think I got this one. Chloropheminol.
I think you missed the ram part, but I'll take it.
Tyler
Yeah,
said
just
it.
tell us what happened.
A devastating flaw during a mission forces Philip, Elizabeth, William, and Gabriel to confront the depths of their patriotism and their mortality. And in Russia, in striving to be a better person, has Nina put her life on the line?
I think we saved that for the end.
I mean, I don't know how we can. Yeah.
Let's just wait for that, because that will be our longest talking point. This is the episode where they're basically kept up in the house, right? That's the main one.
This is kind of their little bottle episode almost.
This is our lives of in 2020. Stay in the fucking house. I got COVID flashbacks. All right, everybody
stay in the house. They're like, wait, why are you coughing?
Yeah, I still remember 2020 going to the bank and like clearing my throat, and everybody turning like you just shot a gun off. Like, no, I promise. I promise. I just had a tickle in my throat. Quarantine him, kill him. Yeah. Dude, COVID in Russia had to be a fucking wild time. The first thing called, like, get him out! Why'd you kill that guy? He coughed. Fair enough. All right. Really known.
Yeah, we're still about a good 5 years from all the good COVID movies and stuff that are going to be coming down the pipe.
Right. Yeah, I could do it. It's crazy. But yeah, they're all fighting this illness. Again, I will still go back and watch fucking guy running away from the illness, and now he's cooped up in the house. And
he's kind of stuck with it now. And he's the only one.
How close were you?
Like washing him his hands and all that stuff.
How close were you? We touched him. Get the fuck away. But yeah, now he's stuck in there. He has to live with the situation. I was wrong, or maybe it was just what. He's still alive. I thought they killed him off. He's alive and well. I mean, technically not alive and well, but he's alive in real life. We proved that last week. He has still not died from this episode. The next time, this is probably the person we're going to be tracking for the Life of TV Chronicles when Frank Langella finally does croak. We'll bring it up on the show. It's a sad day to report. Yeah, we'll be watching season 7 of. We have sad news to report. Frank Langella did pass away at the age of 95. But no, he's alive in the show. Which I understand a bottle episode, but these are the highest paid actors in the show. They have to be.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They just didn't want to pay the children, basically, is what this one. And
well, they had little cameos in it.
Yeah, I guess.
Because at first they had to call off the hit on Pastor Tim and his wife, and then explained to Paige why they were going to miss the trip.
Yeah, she's still just. Paige doesn't believe anything, which she shouldn't, but like.
Then we get more of Stan and Henry's creepy relationship as they're all just hanging out. And then
what's going on there? What is up with that?
This kid has like no friends. He's got to go hang out with like a 40-year-old FBI agent who's going through a divorce.
Like, are we sure the Russians haven't gotten to Henry? They're like, hey, like find a way to spend as much time as you can with Stan, and like Phil and Elizabeth just have no idea about it. Like they actually got to Henry like way
season
before.
5 twist. Oh man, Mags has been working with Henry this whole time.
Yeah, it's like, oh yeah, do that Eddie Murphy impression. Like they're gonna believe you're a total idiot when you do that.
I do love the.
Yeah, go ahead.
No, you go.
I mean, I do like the part where Stan gets like where Paige tells him that oh yeah, the parents they had to do something. He starts getting curious and asking her a whole bunch of questions, and she starts kind of like freaking out on the inside, but she's able to like keep it cool.
Yeah, Stan has a problem of this episode of going into a bunch of places like he doesn't have permission to enter. Because listen, Martha, they're counting Xerox, they're doing all this stuff. They're asking you a lot of questions. They're looking at you. They've been at your house. Let me tell you, you're under surveillance by them. Like this, my thing is, I guess it's stupid of me to believe this, and I know it's part of the show, so it's thing. But if you're in that field, you know what that field looks like. Like you should have a clue of like these guys are taking weight. This motherfucker didn't talk to me for 6 months. Now he's up my ass every time, and I don't think it's because of my Kama Sutra book at home, which we find out with notes in it. Fucking weirdo. But I guess the 80s. I guess you can't have a notes app on your phone. But with all that being said, it's like they take him out. She's like the new guy plans to take her out to dinner, and I love that Martha gets on the phone. I would really like to speak to you, Clark. It's pretty urgent. I don't know what to say in any of this stuff. And then basically has to go. She goes out. Why Stan breaks in the fucking apartment and starts taking pictures of everything. Finds the gun.
Nice surprise appearance with the gun. We're going to talk about the gun some more in the next couple episodes, and you think I'm looking?
I mean, Stan knew she had the gun, though. I mean, like,
yeah. I hope.
Well, yeah, but we see it not on her person, so she didn't take it with her.
But I mean, she did pretty good with that whole like date interrogation thing. She had the backstory already about how she's seeing a married man, and that's why she can't like really do anything or be seen with him and all that stuff. It's all covert stuff.
That was a good save. Yeah. Like, that's actually not a terrible thing to bring up.
Yeah, but they know they know it's her. Like that's just where they're at in this whole situation. Which I like that he was able to. Stan was like, "Hey, my boss thinks I'm a fucking snitch and a rat right now. I got to find the other fucking person to get the attention off me," and does a pretty good job of it. But doesn't really find anything of sorts in the
nothing
apartment.
Crazy. Yeah.
No, I was worried about that. I was like, what could she? Like what I was thinking, like marriage license. I was thinking like, which wouldn't have mattered, which they get anyways. But there was a few things I was really curious about what them were going to find.
I thought they had like a couple. She took a couple pictures of them when they were at the courthouse. It's possible she held on to those.
Probably had those, but I think that during the course of like the last couple weeks or two, they probably got rid of all that stuff.
Once Philip takes off the wig, he's like, you know what, maybe just get rid of these.
Stan just opens the closet. There's a whole bunch of wigs just chilling in there.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Elizabeth, she's not doing too well with the antibiotics and stuff. But thankfully, it's just her reaction to the antibiotics, and she didn't get like the virus itself.
I think the scariest part of the entire thing, she has a dream back to Russia, and her sick mom or whatever. She's like, "Oh God, I got put back in Russia. This sucks. Why am I so hot and sweaty?" Well, I thought it was in Russia. Nah.
And now going through all this, she decides that maybe they shouldn't kill Tim and his wife after all. So she tells Philip, "I think that we're just going to have to like work them and see how that works out."
As unsatisfying as that is, it is the only real option.
I mean, we were pegging Tim for Pastor Tim as a dead man in like episode 2, and somehow he's making it this far. But as we've seen,
I wanted it to happen. Yeah, like, oh, he's dead. Like, okay, cool. Like, it's gonna happen. Like, I don't want to look at this weird. I don't have to look at this weird guy because he also didn't have faith in his horrible haircut at the beginning. And he changed his hair. Like, no, like they should make him go back to the terrible, like fucking, like weird ass, like kind of afro, but not really afro. I don't know what it was.
Well, we're saying that this show has a tendency to keep some characters past their sell-by date.
Well, may have a thing for that, but we want to get to that now.
Yeah, I think we pretty much covered all the other stuff from this episode.
Well, we can first talk about the what's the guy? He's trying to talk to his dad on end up saving Nina.
Oh yeah, Oleg. Yeah, he's in Russia for like his brother's funeral.
And he's like, go see your mom, she's broken and blah blah. And he's like, listen, can I see her? You can't see her. You'd be aligning with a traitor, and no one can help you with that. Like, no one can save you from that.
But if you
he's still having visions and stuff like that. Listen, this show fucking pisses me off with this decision. This is a decision. I don't remember. Again, I'm not the TV watcher. You guys would have way more probably to pull from than me. But I don't remember, like, this is like the closest to sports, right? For me, the way I can describe this. It's like a player that was really good and should have retired, should have hung it up, but came back and just fucking sucked it, and it just ruined every life. They're still good, but all you can remember are those last 2 years of that player, like struggling to get up and down the court or on the field. This is the thing. Nina's character arc was so strong in the first 2 seasons.
Yeah, first 2.
We had the interrogation. There was that triangle that she had created, the thing, and Stan choosing country over her. That was the correct choice. We should have focused way more on Stan being broken that he chose this decision. And even if you keep her around for last season, because he's trying to get her back at this point, he's trying to do the trade, and the trade falls through, and she dies at the end of season 3. Perfect arc. We still can't get past 3 being terrible with her parts of it, but it was a connection to Stan and Stan trying to do the trade. Now, did we need to see Nina every episode to let us know that she's still alive in Russia? No, but we did it. For them to carry her into season 4, half-ass it the entire way, know that she's not coming. The first 3 episodes give zero indication that she's dying. She's doing stuff that's against the rule or whatever, but there was no like real like whatever. And then to do that in this episode is not the shock value that I think the creators wanted it to be. I think it's crazy. I think the shock was she died. But I don't think it's the shock like, oh my God, she's dead. Like, that's how they
dragged it out. Yeah.
We wasted her death. Her death had zero effect. It has. This may be a couple episodes future, but I don't care because it ties into this is more important. When even Stan finds out about her death, it is lackluster as fuck. He doesn't even care. He has no emotion towards it. That's what drives me crazy about this. If he got the news report after doing the report, after sending her away, knowing that she was dead, knowing the trade went through and it was death, fine. I understand he's not supposed, like, what is he supposed to do? Fall to his knees and cry? But it's like, even then feels like hey, by the way, we got to tell Stan. How do we tell Stan? Oh, she's dead. What?
Well, I mean, that was probably going to happen, I guess.
Yeah, fuck.
I tried.
Let me get this Martha bitch now. Like, what are we doing?
I mean, I feel like the show like thought they were going to do something like with her character because Cody, you said at the end of season 2, like, why didn't they just kill her at like the end of this? But then it was like, well, no, let's give the show a chance. They probably got something in mind to do with her. I don't think that they did, or they couldn't figure it out. Whatever it was,
I like the aspect of how this episode how season 4 is going right now is not how I thought season 4 would go, personally, off the bat. Well, because Pastor Tim is dead already in my head. Like I would assume Pastor Tim has passed away and he's dead. He's still with us currently. My thing was, I didn't know Martha's situation was going to heat up the way it is, so that is a person of interest. The problem is they should have brought Nina back to the States. The trade-off should have happened. It should have created that intrigue to be back in the thing where, because it makes now zero sense, that Oleg and Stan have any conversations whatsoever. They just don't. There's no need. They have nothing for each other besides against each other. So why are we creating this arc that has no ties anymore?
But now they're bros. They're Eskimo brothers.
Well,
Jesus.
that's the only thing.
That's a fucking technical foul. That's a technical foul, sir.
I mean, that's the only thing, though. Like, I'm not 100% sure that's actually true. Is in a sense, so, like, which is why, like, I'm kind of
that they're not Eskimo brothers.
Oh no, not that. Like
that's very much true.
Okay, that's definitely true.
Okay,
whether or not they have anything to do with each other, because like I'm kind of on both sides of the fence on this.
Who would have fucking thought?
Listen, the knee-jerk reaction is that yes, I'm with you too. That it's bad. I don't know why we extended out this long. She kind of had no real development, or really no interesting development, I'd say, for like season half. The thing that like there is where I do think there is something a little bit there, because of what we know Stan is doing. If this is like the first domino that leads to Oleg jumping ship and him actually working for Stan.
Sure.
This is an interesting jumping off point. And it's also an interesting point, mainly because there is something to the fact that the Americans kept Nina around for kind of an annoyingly long amount of time and kept our faith that she could maybe be set free, only for her just to get, killed, like just kind of out of nowhere. Like there is something to that. And on some level, like her death, I think, would have like no effect and bring no weight to possibly like the Oleg situation if like we just kind of forgot about her for a year and a half. Like it's annoying because I think like her character didn't really serve her own character, but like could possibly serve other things. I don't know. Like that's the only reason why I'm kind of holding out some judgment on this, because like I think this could lead to some interesting Oleg stuff. But if it doesn't, like, then I don't know what we were doing. Like that. I mean, it's one of those like it's that like kind of where
it seems like to me, and it has always seemed like it is when they sent her away. Now we have a central character that can show us parts of Russia that we don't currently have an access to. But newsflash, we don't give a fuck what's happening in Russia. It doesn't matter to us what's happening in Russia, unless it was injury. And by the way, you're sending a character that was only there as the foil between two people. And my thing is, in season 3, they should have negotiated her back. And then one of those sides takes her out. That would have created the death more, because it would have created, I think tensions would have boiled. Now I'm with you. I'm 100% with you. If it does flip Oleg, then maybe it was worth it. But if they don't go down that route, then one of the sides should have took her out. And then we could have had an interesting development in my eyes.
Which, that would be interesting. The show was not set up for that, though. Mm-hmm. Like, I don't know who would have done it. It wouldn't have been the Americans.
I think it would have been the Russians.
Completely against it.
I think it would have been the Russians.
And
yeah.
I think
I don't think Stan would have done it, no.
I think I understand what they were going for with her character, where they had her kind of grow, because like the last thing she did was like a selfless act, trying to help the scientist get word to his son. So like for like the first time in the show, she did something that wasn't about protecting herself or advancing herself and her situation. Yeah. She did something that she knew was potentially not good for her, but I just don't think it worked out the way that they thought it was going to work out, that we would like think that.
Well, first of all, they try to fake us out the same way Oz tried to fake us out whenever a feature almost got released. I was like, okay, I know where I fucking know where this is going. Like, what are we?
And you brought up Oz, and like on Oz, we saw so many executions and so many different ways that characters got executed. I will give them credit. I did like how they took her out. I did like there's like, okay, you've been sentenced to death. It will be soon. Bam.
In 5, 4, 3.
It was like combining Oz with like the end of Sopranos.
And no one took an aging pill, so that was a plus. But my thing, it was just like, it was a shock value that she died, and how she did it was good. They just wasted every opportunity to kill her when her emotional value was at its peak.
Yeah.
When we went to Russia and Nina was around, it was annoying. We're like, why are we spending time on this? I even put in the chat, that's it? That's what we did? Like, I was flabbergasted. I really was.
If they would have done like episode 3 or episode 4 of season 3, it might have landed better. Like maybe like right after she was with that girl in the cell and she got her, like maybe she decided she couldn't do it then. And then
something. Because even all it goes over and goes, can you save her? No. All right. Like, what the fuck? He didn't even give a fuck.
I don't think that they're going to let the scientist continue to be a character now without Nina being
God,
there.
I hope not.
I'll be so pissed if we keep going back to the fucking scientist. Like, none of us give. We're not even on like this disappearing plane bullshit anymore. Like, nobody gives a fuck.
Yeah.
The problem is, when you break away from a current story, your next story has to be somewhat interesting enough for me to care about at some aspect. I just never cared. I didn't care if she got away with it. I don't care if she failed at it. It didn't matter to me. And the only thing I am happy for, if it kills the Russian angle, like over there, perfect, because the American, like in the United States, is amped up right now. It is at an all-time peak. So like, I'm cool with where we're at, but I need to make sure we don't go back to Russia. Plus, they did a horrible job, because I know what they were intending to do, that create the vision, the dreamlike sequence, to think, like, leave the people guessing, like, oh, is this a dream or not? And then the death happened. Motherfucker, it felt completely different, because I don't know what to tell you. Stan wasn't fucking there. Like, no one was there. So it was like,
I mean, it did get me for a second. I will confess that, because I thought like maybe Oleg's dad got her like out.
Well, like it was Nina's dream. Stan would not be there in Nina's dream.
Yeah. That's fair. Sorry.
In her dream, she's not thinking about Stan.
Unfortunately, sorry.
All right.
Is that the main? That's it, right?
Yeah, that's it for that episode. Yeah.
All right.
So we can jump to episode 5. Clark's Place. Philip must consider his life with Martha and make a crushing choice from which there is no coming back. So and now we kind of start like the Martha arc of the rest of these episodes, as shit's getting real now.
Oh yeah, big time, yeah. Which again, as someone that has been very anti-Martha, I'm still pretty much anti-Martha, I should say. I shouldn't say not a lot has changed in that aspect. But she is. This storyline is awesome. The storyline is absolutely awesome.
Oh yeah,
like this is prime. Now, is it the way I thought it was going to go? No, like overall, not fully. I thought Clark was going to get shot like, what is it, 12 episodes ago now at this point? But like, he still is not. He's not been shot once. I loved him sitting on the couch and be like, "What did he ask you? Who I'm seeing? Anything like that?" I told him I'm a married man, like you said, all the stuff. And she's like, "Okay." And it's like, I'm gonna get you out of this. Like, based on the term, he knows he is fucked. Yeah. He is foobarred. Like, there is not a man, the woman that is more screwed, and he knows it, and he doesn't know how to say, like, you're gonna go to jail for the rest. life. I just want you to know that.
But don't worry, if we catch you, I'm going to send you to Russia.
Well, that's later, but even then, it's just like crazy.
What else is this? We finally get Elizabeth coming to the realization maybe we shouldn't be telling Paige every single thing we're doing. She can't really handle this.
No.
And we used to also have Elizabeth and her weird friend that gives us no guidelines of why they're.
We still have no idea why she's working this lady. if they reveal like in episode 7 that she's like Reagan's mistress or something, wouldn't surprise me.
Did anybody else? So like goes to that funeral and is throwing dirt, and I was like, why are these Russians at Nina's funeral? This is fucking weird, bro. Like this makes no sense. And I'll sit there. I was like, oh wait. No, that's his brother. And his dad just wildly pulls out a pistol and fires in the air and totally thought he got shot. Like,
well, it's because he was upset that they wouldn't give him the military honors.
By the way, I think it's really funny. I think it's really funny that the Russians sit on the couch and make fun of the president on the TV because he has red cheeks, and they were like ripping apart. He looks like a clown. Like, I was like, this is what Russians were doing in the 80s, just laughing at Reagan.
Oh god.
Oh, and they pull off a Ponzi scheme. Like they pull out a pastor from fucking another country to go talk to Pastor Tim. If he's a man of the cloth, I need to talk to him. These are great people. And then drop him off at a Motel 6 or something. Like,
we're like, do you think he was even like really a preacher?
No, like, zero.
But Pastor Tim, he bought that shit though.
They just went on. It's whatever back then was Craigslist. A man needing a person to do a job. Like, I need a Hispanic male to come over and be a priest.
I don't think they'll let him post that in the classifieds. Need man to impersonate man of the cloth.
Yeah, definitely.
Oh god. But yeah, so that I guess that kind of worked, and maybe Pastor Tim isn't gonna like go to the police now, at least.
A very intense scene that I really liked in this episode is Martha going to Clark's place, obviously.
Mm-hmm.
Him realizing that she's been tailed, right?
Yeah, because the young guy tells him that she's being tailed.
So he like leaves awkwardly, gets in, and Clark's in there, and she finally realizes like what the situation is, and like they escape, and he walks like behind the car without him noticing. It's such just a cool like spy moment. Like it was so cool.
I'm surprised he didn't have like a button to like start lighting his apartment on fire or something.
Right.
But then.
Oh, this is also the episode that Ollie tells him, "Oh, she's dead."
Oh, he's like, "Oh, okay."
What? It's like, man, just like you sent her away. What do you think was going to happen at some point? And he's like, they're both so nonchalant about it. Like, bitch, gotta go.
Stan looked a little shocked. I was like, come on, like he had the mouth that gave, and he's like, what the fuck? Like,
but then Oleg's like sitcom, like, who knows?
My brother's dead, Nina's dead, but hey,
it is what it is.
I guess I'll just go hang out with my neighbor's kid and then go to bed.
Well, good news for Stana. His son came by and he's going to be staying for a little bit, I guess. And he was also kind of weirded out by like Stan and Henry, be like just like chilling.
Rightfully so. And like Henry's like, "Hey,
what's going on, Dad?"
And Henry wants to hang out. Is like, what is just like? I'm sorry, but what are you doing here?
And then Elizabeth does tell Philip that you need to go make up a stand because like what's the point of us living next to an FBI agent if we're not gonna be able to use that, and he's being like all suspicious and stuff. So they kind of talk it out. And Philip and Stan, I guess, are like on good terms again now. That's all Stan wanted. He just wanted to kind of like talk it out and get an apology. And they broed out again.
If it helps, I didn't want to fuck your wife. Like I did. Promise.
And he introduced Philip to the other FBI agent, who is also the guy that Elizabeth beat the crap out of earlier. Was that the beginning of this season, or was that last season? I think that was last season.
Season.
Yeah. So hopefully they don't do any barbecues together or anything anytime soon.
I mean, he's not gonna recognize her. Okay, like,
No.
like
And this episode ends with Martha staring out the window and Clark or Philip and Elizabeth having aggressive, angry fucking sex.
Yeah, because Philip's like all worried about Martha, and Elizabeth's like, "Hey, eyes here. let me take your mind off that for a minute."
Right here, pal.
yeah, this. I mean, I think this is like the closest thing like we've gotten to, like I like probably like porn like on cable. Like it was like it really
it was aggressive.
Really
it was real aggressive.
Well, as I just found out the other day, these guys are actually married in real life, so it works out.
I could see why. Like I know we talked about Cody's angry.
They were probably like, just turn the cameras on, everyone leave. We'll take care of this.
Cody didn't realize me and Matt had checked out when he said that.
Classic TV Chronicles. Cody says something, and half of them just stare off in the camera.
I think that's it for this one. So we can move to episode 6.
Yes.
The Rat. Martha must finally face the truth she has denied, and her life may never be the same. Dun, dun, dun. All right, so the heat is on. Philip pretty much just takes Martha to a safe house, and he's of the mind like, yo, we need to get her out of here now. This is not going to work. They're going to come for her and arrest her and all that shit. We got to get her out of town. And Gabriel's like, I think we should just send her back to the office.
Yeah. She leaves her apartment, and it feels like a very like eerie feel, like her leaving that apartment. It doesn't seem like it's her last time leaving that apartment, but
I mean, you notice she put the gun in her purse when she's leaving the apartment. But yeah, so they get her to the safe house, and they're trying to figure out a whole bunch of stuff.
Well, like she still goes to work and she does all that, but they end up picking her up, and then they get news that like Stan is like, where's she at? Like, oh, she took a sick day.
Yeah, she took a sick day, and then they're like, "Oh, that doesn't seem like Martha."
And they call that fucking place real quick.
Oh, and then they like go to her apartment.
I just realized Mark's gone. Yeah, but yeah, they end up. Wait, she's gone. We need to investigate that. And calls the call, and then goes over to the place, and that's when they're like, she gone. Mark has returned. Yeah, so we basically so she gets the sick day. They put her in the safe house, like, bitch, you're not going anywhere. We need you here. And Stan and the new guy's like, what is the new guy's name? I would call him the new guy, but what is his name? Do we know?
Call him other FBI guy.
Got it. Other FBI guys. That's probably horrible of us, but whatever. He is literally they're looking. They call over, no answer machine. They walk in. There's no tape.
Over, nobody there.
No one's there. They're like searching, and then I think one of the coolest moments of this episode is them having to break it to
the boss.
The boss. He's like, she's worked here for 10 years. Like, no one had access like she had. No one like had it. And it's just like crazy how they all get it all situated and figured out. Like,
I mean, I couldn't imagine if that was like my job, and then they find out that my secretary has been working for the Russians for
He
who
had
knows
the
how
same-
long.
He had the same look on his face that Hank had when he found that book on the toilet.
yeah.
God.
And I love that Stan's like gotta look at him and be like, man, it just happens to all of us. Like, you're good. He's like, fucking asshole. You're
What are you talking about, everybody?
And then they somehow they get, I don't remember, how did they get to Clark's apartment? Where they oh, that's right, because they saw she went there a couple times, so they go search his apartment,
and it has
and
nothing.
Yeah, but they get the Clark name, and then they start looking into that, trying to find if he's like a real person or not. Yeah.
And I love, and that's next episode when we find out the other stuff about like their situation. But like, Clark has to leave the safe house. Elizabeth has to leave the safe house because they still got shit to do.
Yeah.
And he goes and picks up that rat or whatever, that biochemical
Yeah,
rat.
that was his way to sneak out the new virus, was to just put it in. He got one of the dead rats that's infected with it, and it's like, here, take this.
And then Martha is left in the house with Frank Langella and is like, why am I fucking, why, like, here, and like starts to leave and is like, I love she's in the street. You leave me alone or I'll tell everybody you're KGB.
And then he's like, okay, go.
Get the fuck out, bitch. Bye. Like, no thanks.
But I will say the most upsetting thing in this episode that probably upset me even more than the whole Nina stuff was when Philip was like going through her purse and he finds the gun that I have been eagerly waiting for Martha to use for like the last 2 seasons, and he just like takes it away from her.
Oh yeah, because she's passed out. Like, she's passed out, so he ends up like taking the gun off of her, and she opens the thing and realizes the gun's gone too.
And then she freaks out because he's gone and she's alone with this guy that she doesn't know. Oh yeah,
he's out
so
in the
I
world.
understand. She rightfully crashes out there at the end, and she's out. But
she's justified.
Yeah. She's Game of Thrones.
Frank Langella should, maybe lock the house or something. Tripwire, something. I mean, if
this was Last of Us, that guy from Last of Us would have kept that fucking thing secure as fuck.
Like, I'm just saying, like,
Philip and Elizabeth both need to go pick up that thing. They had the other young guy there. She didn't need to be there.
I mean, because like, if she leaves, this is really bad for Philip. Maybe we can have somebody that can actually move. Stay and watch Martha. Just little thing.
Yeah, because I mean, they were willing to send her back until Philip told Gabriel, "Oh yeah, by the way, I told her." Like I showed her my face, and like she knows my like real name and stuff now. So maybe we can't do that. I think that Gabriel's just gonna snap at Philip by the end of the season. All this stuff is just getting him more and more upset with this guy.
Okay.
Yeah.
Take it away, Matt. Episode 7.
So that takes us to episode 7, Travel Agents. And this had like a ginormous like episode summary, so I just cut it down to: the center rushes to prepare Martha's exit as the FBI races to find her.
That is the most correct thing ever.
I mean, what else would be in there? Like that was the
episode. It's basically who's going to find Martha first is the name of the game. And by the way, it's very, I don't know if it's exactly on brand, but I've heard borscht my entire life, and I know it's purple. It looks just as horrible as what I've always heard my entire life, of that soup being cold and fucking beets. Like, it looks horrid.
Oh yeah, Philip was having a fun time with that.
Nothing named borscht can be good. Like, I mean, I feel like you can say that about a lot of like Russian foods. Like, who would want to eat goulash? Like, what is that? Like, doesn't sound good.
I just like that they come back, like they come home and they come home to find out that Martha's gone, and she's like, She said she was going to yell KGB.
What did you want me to do?
They're like, what the fuck we do? What the fuck? And like how Martha's just a fish out of water. Like she doesn't know where, and people walking in suits near her and just like so sketchy all around.
I love when they were like, you've been with this woman for like 3 years. Where do you think she would go? It's like, oh,
I just met her at her apartment like for 5 hours, like a week.
I think she liked the park one time or something.
Yeah, this park once, and Stan like stands up to like the Secretary of Defense, like one of the people, like because he's like, we need to do this. That would erase everything that we've done, and I'm not doing that. And it's like, so, and then Frank has to basically back Stan in the whole situation. And Stan, like Frank knows he's fucked in this situation. He's like, it's my secretary at the desk. Who knows what she gave away? I'm like
my secretary married a KGB agent.
Oh yeah, like they reveal that like she's married. They married her. They have witnesses. They have everything.
Stan is like, listen, Nina has just died. I had my biggest in ever with this guy. I'm not like it'd be really stupid for me to jeopardize that.
But we need this Martha woman now.
Yeah, and like the whole hunt for it, and like situation, and like he ends up like calling her parents, and they're like, she's on the phone with her parents right now, and they're like, Dan's like, that sounded like a goodbye. That didn't sound like a hey, how you doing? Like,
oh yeah, they're able to trace the call to the park. So the FBI just swarms the park, and then I think she also calls the number for Philip there, where he's waiting, and he convinces her to kind of like come back. So she like tells him where he's at too. So yeah, the FBI is there. They're like said, Stan's thinking like, oh, she might be jumping off that bridge up there. Isn't that from like a picture or something?
And I was about to say, if this motherfucker leaps off this bridge, I'm gonna lose my shit.
I was like,
because I'm like, there's just no way that we lose Nina that way, and then we lose this. I would be like. So no payoff, like no solution, just taken out back, basically.
It would have been crazy if they did it off screen. I thought there was a possibility they were going to do that.
Right. Like Stan walks to the bridge and sees her like
pull a gun on somebody before she goes. I am going to be so pissed with the show.
The thing that I'm confused about, and like they don't do a great job of like breaking it down, is they're in the park.
Mm-hmm.
Stan and Elizabeth, like, they're not in the park, and they get to the park and get to her before Stan and them even like look around. Like, it's the timeline doesn't work in the way that they're thinking it's going to work.
Like the priority of this, they should have like 100 FBI people just like swarming this whole place, searching everywhere for her. But yeah, so Elizabeth gets to her first, and they talk for a minute about her coming back, and she's like, "You were in on this the whole time." And then Elizabeth just gets pretty much close and just like punches her in the gut. It's like, you're coming with me. And it's almost the point where you think that Elizabeth's gonna just take her out, which probably the easiest thing because she's seen Philip's face and everything.
It's the easiest solution.
Yeah,
and they're just going to send her to Russia anyway. I was like, I really thought Elizabeth's like, yeah, she's seen Phil's face. Like, this is over.
Mm-hmm.
Like let me just do it in neck snap, toss her to the river, just get out of here. Just tell Phil like, I don't know. I mean, she thought she was here like a minute ago.
I guess she changed her mind. Yeah, I mean, they get her back to the safe house, and Elizabeth's like, yeah, you need to, like, lie to her and tell her that you're going to, like, come and meet her out there in, like, a few months or something. But Philip's like, no, I can't do that to her. She deserves better than that. So he pretty much, like, tells her, like, everything, the whole truth about how she's going to go to, like, Russia and be, like, treated like a hero and stuff. But I mean, you tell this lady, we're going to ship you off of Russia where you're not going to know anyone. You're not going to speak the language and all this stuff. And I think that she's going to be like, oh, okay, cool, let's go.
Yeah, it's. I mean, I know at least part of the show is us, trying to see things through like the Russians' point of view, and maybe they were right on some stuff, or it's kind of us to kind of see like where they were coming from. It's really hard to not see Phil as like a total scumbag for just completely changing this woman's life for simply being the secretary of a high up guy.
Oh
Like
yeah.
that's literally it. She didn't have any other secrets to give. Like she didn't have any expertise. She just happened to be in the right place. And now, she's gonna find out what borscht is. Eat like cold beet soup.
And I mean, she thought almost this whole time she thought that she was working with the guy who was like another agency investigating the FBI. She thought she was like the good guy in this whole thing.
Well,
It's
I mean,
crazy.
that was a skill issue. She should have known something was up way before.
Gosh. Yeah, so they pretty much tell her that she's going to Russia and he's not going to go with her. And that's kind of like the little mini cliffhanger for that.
Okay. Yeah.
I was slightly away for a second. Let me tell you, there's no worse deal than any character in the show that I've hated more than Martha to get the shittiest end of any fucking deal ever. Hey, bitch, enjoy Russia. What do you mean? What are my parents? We'll get a note to her. What do you mean I have to go to Russia? You have to go to Russia.
Oh, that's beautiful. You love it. It's like, what?
But I don't want to. I don't remember asking if you did want to. You're going to Russia.
Elizabeth pokes her head in. There's another option.
I mean, I really screwed you over by showing you my face because, like, you gotta go now.
To be fair, you were kind of acting a little crazy. I had to do something.
Did you guys think at any point like they were just like? I think going to Russia is like the indication that she could be taken out. Like I'm not saying it's going to happen, but could. Did you think Clark? Did you think Elizabeth was going to kill her? Because I did.
I mean, it would have been like this. Elizabeth from season 1 would have definitely killed her.
Wouldn't that have created such an intrigue between Philip and Elizabeth if she pulled the trigger on her?
She could not have let him know that she did that.
I feel like if there was a way she could have hid it from Philip, she probably would have just killed Martha.
Well,
but I think
Martha pulled the gun on Elizabeth, and Elizabeth had no choice but to shoot her. That would have been the perfect payoff for the gun this whole time. God, America.
It was just crazy. Be like, you're going to this place. Wait, what? Yeah.
But I mean, aren't you guys gonna be like excited, like in a couple episodes when like Martha shows up and she's working with the scientist over in Russia?
I really listen.
I don't know where this reference. I know it's from a Netflix show. It's like my 13th reason, but let me tell you, that will be my 13th. I will kill myself.
I mean, she's got secretarial skills. They could use her over there at that office.
I mean, it's not like
I'll be honest with you. It's really how this. We looked at series graph on this show and saw it like increasingly get better and better, and we're like, okay, well that's promising. It is very true. This show is like the characters, the intrigue. Like we were all season 1. Where are they going to go with this now? We got biological weapons, secretaries of the FBI. We're murdering people left, right. Like this kid's got everything.
The last 3 episodes we talked about very easily could have been like the ending of like any season, and like we got 5 more episodes left. Or no, 6. It was 6. We had 6 episodes left.
Yeah. That's crazy.
It's crazy.
I have no idea where they're going to go with this.
But the amount of stuff I always used to see this trailer on FX all the time of the Americans. I'm like, oh, cool, the Americans, how interesting. I'm happy I did not, because I would have killed them. Week to week, I would have lost it. Nina's episode you would have never met me. But this is I think it's such a good show. So smart.
Yeah.
Like, it should be up there in the list of, like, again, it has to finish its job, of course, but like, as we're trending, it's got to be one of those shows that I don't know if I would say it, but as a person that doesn't get TV and TV gets recommended to me all the time, this never comes up. This has got to be one of the most underrated shows. Like,
it definitely feels like a gem.
that didn't watch that you didn't watch. Like, if you've seen it, of course you'll highly rate it. But if people would go under the radar and not even check this out. I think like it's crazy good.
I feel like it's definitely like smarter than like most shows that people like watch. So I think that kind of was maybe kind of like a barrier for a lot of people. But yeah, it's definitely like up there.
Then I feel like it kind of got buried along from like a couple other FX shows at the time. Like,
well, FX definitely has a type.
Mm-hmm.
This kind of breaks out of that type.
And I think this too.
This feels
like
more AMC.
Yeah.
This feels more AMC than FX at that time, in my opinion. Like, you got Sons of Anarchy, Shield, Rescue. Like, those are like the show, like the bro kind of shows.
Mm-hmm.
this
could have been on AMC, in my opinion, or like a higher end. But yeah, crazy.
AMC wishes it would have gotten this. They would have had another hit other than Walking Dead around this time. God, they could not get another hit after all.
I don't think you're allowed to bring that up currently. I don't think you're allowed to bring up that show for a while.
But hey, since we're talking about great FX shows, you guys wanted to jump over to another one?
Oh, I thought we were just going to go to Game of Thrones. No? Okay. Is that a requirement?
We got to spend a couple minutes on this. Probably won't take too long.
You know what?
Not this episode. We'll take a minute.
You don't know what you got till it's gone. Mags Bennett, I'll tell you. Wow. Put up a parking lot.
Oh, okay. Yeah. So, yeah, despite season 4, episode 4, the bird has flown. Raylan tries to track down Randall, Lindsay, and his stolen money. Meanwhile, Ava has to figure out how to tie up loose ends with Ellen May.
You guys will not believe in these 3 episodes what happens to one of the characters that happens to him every season. They do it again. Shocker. Someone goes to jail. Shocker. Guess who's going to get out of jail? Yep, probably. He can't stay in jail. He can't be in jail, but he's got to go to jail because that's the character arc. He's got to see the inside of it before he can get on the outside of it. Fuck off! Fuck off!
So it's kind of like that episode of SpongeBob where they throw him in jail for stealing the balloon for like a minute, and then they just let him out.
He did just like the worst district attorney in the history of the planet is in this county. This man has shot an RPG at a building, and his max sentence is like 3 weeks.
I mean, to be fair, Boyd wasn't going to jail this time. It's just that Raylan wanted to talk to him, so he had the sheriff bring him in handcuffs.
Has his sleeves been revealed at any point? Because does he still have the swastika, or did they remove that?
I mean, he is wearing long sleeve shirts pretty much all the time.
That's what I'm thinking. I don't know if he still got that swastika.
I mean, I doubt he spent the money to go get those taken off.
No, I think FX cleaned it up.
Oh,
I mean, they also don't want to be blamed for, not keeping up continuity. So it's just
they maybe regretted those decisions from like the first episode of the show, but I mean, you're kind of stuck with it now. You just gotta put them in heavy coats. Oh yeah, but we get the return of cockfighting to TV Chronicles. Last scene on the Shield.
Been missing it.
I mean, that was like one of the worst episodes of the Shield, and it's like one of the worst episodes of the show. It seems to be a theme, going around.
I mean, we did get like a beanbag shotgun. That was kind of cool. That's always fun.
Oh my! Thank you for bringing that up. With an unlimited clip, he must like what? Stop! And by the way, I don't think you know what those things do. It's like, those are, yes, they incapacitate people. You take 4 to the chest, you have a collapsed lung. Like, I'm sorry, you
Not if
just
you're a tough
do.
guy like Randall.
Like,
Man, I want to end you half the time.
I just don't know what the point of all this was. Like, what was like? Also, what was the girl? What was her plan? Like, she was gonna screw over Raylan because she was definitely in on it. She didn't want to be with the guy anymore. Like, what?
Well,
What was going on?
Kind of like it seemed like this was kind of they both kind of got off on this whole scenario of like she like uses some dude and then Randall gets jealous about it and he goes beats the crap out of him and then they go off and have sex and stuff. I guess I don't know. They got a twisted relationship.
I get you don't understand it, but yeah, you shouldn't understand it because they don't do a good job of explaining. If you came in here and tried to break it down to me, I would probably be very upset with you. Please stop
they
mansplaining
made
me.
Randall actually seem like a competent like antagonist for like an episode and a half, and then this episode and then they're gone. That storyline's over.
Also, how many times does this show have to get apart to look directly into the camera and slow say Drew Thompson to us like we give an actual fuck?
Cody, that's the mystery of the season.
I don't care.
We also
Every time he just Drew Thompson? Fuck, he said the name. It ain't fucking Candyman, bitch. I don't care. I don't even know. I don't care.
I mean, we might also forget his name. You know, they don't bring it up like
This
every
is
now.
true.
God, you know what? That's a
We haven't
Roy
even
from
seen the guy, so.
that's a Roy from Friday the 13th, New Blood.
Hey, leave
You
Roy
got to
alone.
say his
Roy's
name
cool.
12 times, or we won't know who the fuck you're talking about.
They
You're gonna pull off a mask of a guy at the end, and it's gonna be Drew Thompson, and we're all gonna be like, "Oh, it's Drew Thompson, don't you know?" No,
it was
I don't
Harlow all
know.
along.
I would have got away with it if it wasn't for that damn kid,
It was with that damn
that young girl with her tits out.
At least we got confirmation that, you know, this fucking stupid church revival thing was done. I was like, I was glad we didn't have to spend the whole season with that. And then that after the guy got bit and I guess died, I guess, you know, it's over. You know.
Oh yeah. Mm.
You know
And
what?
then-
You hated the church revival so much. You know what I'm really tired about? This low budget prostitution ring that we have to bounce in between. This girl that's battling with
you don't like
leaving
Ellen May
and
and
coming.
her getting caught in between. But yeah, so the Ellen May, she's pretty much at this point a loose end that they need to get rid of. But Colt kind of loses her there at the end of the episode, and that's kind of.
Well, yeah, because he fakes it, doesn't he? Fake it.
Well, they say on like the phone call that she can come back because he's
But
taking
can
her
she?
like someplace. But yeah, Boyd pretty much just told Colt on the phone,
Yeah.
just take her and get rid of her.
What was that all about? Like in the first episode, we see him kill a guy without even thinking about it. And then this episode, he's got to like go snort some heroin to like psych himself up to kill this
Ellen
girl.
May,
Like, what's that all
he
about?
got to know her a little bit. She's a nice girl. This isn't her fault. He feels a little bad for her.
This
Whatever.
character looks like Meatloaf. This character looks like Meatloaf if he like died of a drug overdose. Like, he looks horrible. We talk about hair pieces and stuff. This dude doesn't look from this world.
It looks like they wanted to cast Donald Logue, but like Donald Logue had other things to do. So they just got like some guy who
Can I
kind
get
of
a
looks
picture?
like him.
Who the fuck's that?
This is probably before Gotham, so yeah, he was doing something, I'm sure. Oh gosh.
Yeah,
But,
it's just.
All
If
right.
somebody checked out for season 3 and came back to watched this show in season 2, missed season 3 and came back right now, they're like, Cody, I thought you liked Justified. Bitch, I'm dead. I'm dead on the inside.
The end of the
Like,
show,
I
Cody
did.
just watch season 2. You'll be okay.
I feel like I'm
Man.
in True Detective land right now.
I mean, you saw the first episode that we did. You know, You guys liked Oz at the beginning. I kind of did it, but you guys didn't.
Yeah, and then you flipped at one point, and then we all joined together. Nothing pissed me off more than every time you going, oh, Donald Logue, he's the fucking idiot from Blade. Got it.
There we go. I couldn't think of
got it. I'm on movie trivia champion incoming. No, but listen, like, give me that picture. I'm undefeated. I just think, the show is. This is the problem with police procedurals. Because like the characters change, the crime doesn't, the antagonists don't, and you have to be able to hit season in, season out. The problem with that was the thing with the Shield. Shield was able to develop great characters throughout the whole thing, but this is the one man army that I have the problem with Justified versus the Shield. Because you had so many characters that actually mattered in the Shield. You'd only have Raylan and Boyd going to jail every fucking week. So other than that, it doesn't really fucking matter.
I think I'm starting to feel that like Justified maybe isn't like a great binge show. I think it's more it benefits from having like that break in between the seasons and then coming back to it.
That could be.
Yeah.
I bet there's a few out there that don't do well in a binge variety.
Yeah.
That'd be something like to discuss. But again, I'm not a. I think police procedurals are that though. I think they would be very hard as bingeable.
Mm-hmm.
I think The Wire is one of those that break the mold.
Well,
I think the Shield probably was good at a. I think
because Mark will tell you that's not a police procedural.
Yeah, like it breaks.
It's a fucking police procedural. Get off your I don't know how to help you with this. It's there.
Well, The Wire, you can't just like jump into season 3, episode 4 on like a Tuesday night and watch that. It's not like Law and Order where you can just.
Well, you can't do that. You can't do that with. Right, Mark. Hear me when I say this. Is it a police procedural? Yes. Is it a network police procedural? No. Those would be different. I do not put them in the same as Blue Bloods and CSI and like the returning cast, and it's a case of the week every week. But I'm saying is The Wire was different. It's police procedural because the case runs the entire season. You act like I just called your mother a whore. Like overall, I called it what it was. It's fact.
We're never going to get anywhere with that.
I mean, like, listen, we've been disagreeing on this for 3 years now, but it's not going to change.
I want to disagree for another 12, honestly. Let me be real with you. Yeah, so the bitch disappears on to the next season.
That is one of the things you got to
do.
I have a revamped roundtable that I'm working on right now, and let me tell you, it's going to be great. I'll discuss
you get
that.
To bring one episode of any show.
Fuck that. I would kill myself. I'm a completionist. I can't do but I just popped in. That's what like Kirk would be like. Well, didn't you ever just get bored and pop on Ozymandias? I would rather run over my scrotum with my car. And no, I'm gonna watch the entire thing of Breaking Bad. Are you high? So, let's go to season. Can we just go to episode 5?
Yeah, let's go to episode 5. While Raylan heads to the hills to find Drew Thompson, he discovers that Boyd is searching for him too on behalf of Wynn Duffy. Meanwhile, Colt tracks down Ellen May after she runs away. So I do kind of like this at this point where you have now Boyd is kind of also looking for Drew Thompson on behest of Wynn Duffy. So now you have two different ends kind of looking for Drew Thompson for different reasons and stuff. I think that makes it a little bit more interesting.
This is definitely better. I'll tell you. These next two are definitely a step up.
Well, you know what pisses off Mark? Guaranteed to piss off Winona shows up in this episode and he feels her belly button, and that's just got to send Mark over the fucking head.
I mean, she shows up for like 2 minutes just to remind us how much of a dipshit Raylan is when it comes to her.
This entire first 5 minutes is just a reminder of just how hey, remember this? You need to remember this. Hey, they're still here. Oh, remember he's got a dad. He's in jail.
No, I mean he had the money. His side piece just ran off. But bought a bunch of chickens and
And this episode too, you find out that apparently the FBI agent was dirty this whole time, and he's been working with the Detroit people. And freaking Yes Dear dude shows up and kills him.
Oh yeah, what is that? What is with the casting of this show? Like, we're just gonna like throw
the
in
guy
anybody?
from Yes Dear is the killer, and like I was drunk. I said,
like, if you looked at him and you didn't know he was on a sitcom, you could think he's a scary dude.
No, like, we're just throwing anybody from a 2000 sitcom. Like, is Brad Garrett going to show up as one of the hitmen?
Hey, if Brad Garrett showed up, this is like threatening me. I would be a little scared.
I hope he yells too. I hope he yells during the set. It would be the highlight of my life.
Or no, like what about like what's Ted Mosby's name? Like, he'd be a stupid addition.
I'm telling you, Brad Garrett, Nick Nolte, if they yell, I'm all for it. I want to hear them scream as much as possible.
Yeah, so that takes care of that.
Yeah, he got shot, and I was like, that was great. And then Wynn Duffy's just sitting there with covered in blood. I was like, got it. Yeah. Hey, Wynn Duffy, you really know how to fucking pick these people, I'll tell you.
I mean, I do find that funny. Is like, I just like how Wynn Duffy is always in the middle of like all this violent shit, and I hope he lives throughout the whole show. Because, like, I mean, he just kind of like sidesteps being killed, like, like every turn, like he pops.
He's like the ultimate cockroach survivor.
Yeah.
But yeah, this one here, Boyd and Raylan end up both, and through their investigation, they end up with the Hill people captured and locked up. And then
also kind of like that. That was a fun one. Of course, I mean, I'm surprised it took us to season 4 to find Hill people, and like I'm glad we met them and that they exist. Like, I hope they come up more. I'll just say that.
I love the one part. I was like, I love him, but he's not bright. There's no way I would give him a loaded weapon.
That was funny. Like, when they're in there together, and like Raylan's got funny. He gets beat up, and like Boyd's being dragged out, and Boyd is like, I don't like your plan, Raylan.
But yeah, we get the sheriff has Ellen May now, and it's his plan to use her to kind of take down Boyd. Tim actually gets some more stuff to do in these last couple episodes here. He meets Colton, and they kind of talk about, they got military stuff in between them, so they can kind of talk about that a little bit. And then kind of like the big thing at the end there is Raylan goes back to talk to the guy who kind of sent him to the Hill people. He's missing, but his ankle bracelet monitors there, and so is his foot. So that's your kind of cliffhanger to get you to the next episode.
I mean, that was bad. Do we also, like, is that like a teenage thief, whatever? I mean, she really got to keep popping up. I mean, like, I don't know. Like, yeah.
Well, I mean, she's this guy's daughter, so she'll at least be popping up for these couple episodes. He was the one that sent her to the house to try to find the bag in the first place. But yeah.
Oh yeah, she's got to be in it. She's just absolutely hot. Like, there's no.
They give her a little
showed
more
her
to do the
boobs.
next episode, though.
What FX would kill for the nudity rights that HBO had? Like, they would put on softcore. A few years
later, the Americans comes across, and they're pushing that boundary a little bit.
Yeah, they would put up softcore porn, like 100%.
I mean, I'm sure that conversation was had. Like, it's like, listen, we wait to show our shows at 10 p.m. Do you think we can show full frontal? Like, we'll wait really late.
Yeah, I remember they made like a big deal. I forget what it was. I think it was like the OJ show that they did. That they said fuck like at 10 o'clock at night on FX.
Oh yeah, I remember that. Yeah.
Have some decency. All right, next episode.
Right. Yep. Episode 6, titled "Foot Chase." Ha 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 ha
Yeah.
ha. Raylan and Boyd
So
take
fun.
different paths as they continue their search for Drew Thompson, but a third group thinks they already have found him. Meanwhile, the fallout from Ellie Mae's situation weighs heavily on Ava and Colt. I think the best part of this episode is that Art gets to do a whole bunch of foot puns with Raylan when he calls him up to talk about the situation. Oh. Let's see. But yeah, let me get.
Boyd goes back to jail.
Boyd, the sheriff arrests Boyd just so he can bring him back to the office because Raylan needs to talk to him. He doesn't go to jail.
Whatever.
He's
going
technically
to
not really under arrest.
He'll go. Hey, Matt. He's going to go to jail by the end of this episode. He has to.
I mean,
If he does, fine. Better yet, he ends up in cuffs. But no,
Yes.
There's nothing to hold him down
Yes.
because.
I mean, technically, he ended up in cuffs in the last episode too, where Raylan left him handcuffed to a tree. So.
Ava cannot get kinky in the bedroom with him. It'll put him in a PTSD mood, like 100%. It can't work us.
I mean, we also had that weird side plot with what's his face and his vet guy. Like,
Tim, yeah.
I guess inadvertently brings him to a drug deal or something. Like,
well, he tells Tim that hey, I need you to come with me. I owe this guy a lot of money. I just want to talk to him. Let him know I'm going to pay him. But yeah. And it's a little bit more to the story that he told Tim, but yeah, Tim's able to kind of kill it out. I do like that they're giving Tim more to do. I wish it was better things that they would give him to do. And then yeah, I like Sheriff Shelby and Raylan are kind of they're kind of working together now on the case. They track down the daughter who's hanging out with a guy, and then they get more and more. Like I said, it gets a little convoluted here. We got the lawyer. It was behind getting the guy with the foot because reasons, I guess. And but yeah, they get him, and then he's taken care of and released and stuff. And then
I mean, listen, I do like this Drew Thompson like mystery thing where we're going. Like I hope we have a decent. I hope we have a decent answer here because it feels like everybody's just in on it, and like everybody's got like everybody's being blackmailed or something. Like I feel like we're gonna get to episode 13 and like we're not gonna know what the fuck is going on because like we're just gonna figure out everybody's in on. It's gonna go all the way up to the governor. Apparently, the governor was also in on this Drew Thompson.
When it's pretty much just, hey, they go talk to this person tells you to go talk to this person, who tells you to go talk to this person. They're getting closer and closer, I guess. Colt is still doing drugs and stuff and kind of not doing so well. He ends up beating one of the girls and having to lie about it. And then he goes with Johnny to teach the guy a lesson, just beats the crap out of this guy who didn't do anything.
Like, what I do? Like, you know what you did.
You know damn well what you did.
And then kind of, I guess the big thing at the end there is Ava's, she's kind of having a hard time dealing with all this LMA stuff. Boyd takes her out and talks to her. And it's like, hey, I've been saving up money where eventually we're going to get away from this life. And he proposes to her, and she says that she's going to marry him. It'll be her second try with a Crowder. Hopefully it'll work better this time around.
Yeah, Boyd stand up. It's fine.
Yeah. He hasn't beat her yet, so.
I mean, she also hasn't shot him yet. They're doing good. In that capacity.
Did she shoot him in the first episode, or did Raylan shoot him?
She did shoot him in the first. She hasn't shot him.
I think they both. She hasn't shot him in a while. But yeah, so that's fun. I'm sure we're going to get more of the mystery in the this coming week when we get to watch 4 episodes.
I mean,
I wouldn't be sick.
I mean, listen. 5 and 6 were not as bad as 4. 4 were I want to quit the show, and then 5. At least 5 and 6, we're getting into some.
Get back to the mystery of it, yeah.
We're getting into some story with some fun things in here.
And like I said, now you got Boyd and Raylan once again facing off. They found another reason for them to go off against each other.
Listen, I don't know. Well, I know Matt for sure, but I don't know about Mark. But I grew up as a WWF fan. Like, watch wrestling all the time. This is fucking Hogan versus Ultimate Warrior at this point. I've seen this fucking script, all right?
This is more Hogan Macho Man.
Fine. Well, no, because no, stop it. I know he's dropping. That's a good build. I know he's dropping the leg, all right? I know he's going to kick and boot him. I know he's going to make it, and he's going to tell me to eat my vitamins and take my vitamins and say my prayers and blah, blah, blah. Fuck off. This is Roman Reigns in 2015 of him them shoving it down my throat to say, hey, you're going to like this and you're going to enjoy this rest. I don't. I do not. Oh, okay.
All right. Let's go do our other show here. Bring Cody back into good spirits.
Yes.
Get some Game of Thrones.
I kind of like this.
Episode 4, Oathkeeper. And yeah, I'm not going to read all this stuff because we're going to talk about all this stuff. Yeah. So what was good?
The Unsullies sneak in to infiltrate the spies, and basically, like, she's going to break your chains. She's going to make you whole. We're going to go do the shit. But he's also learning to speak English.
Do a little reading and stuff too.
Yeah.
We now have 2 characters on the show learning how to read.
And then we get a really cool sequence of in the streets or whatever, them hunting down some of the mats and taking them. And Danny crucifies them against the better judgment. I don't know if you guys are noticing this, and we'll get a full breakdown later. Anybody that was really confused by the end of this show should just really there were warning signs the entire way. Like the entire way. And people that are always like, it made no sense. It makes perfect fucking sense. It just not what you wanted to happen.
I mean, I feel like she's pretty justified in this episode.
She is justified.
That's the problem, though. She's justified now.
She is justified by her actions, but the problem is she is not made to play Game of Thrones.
Mm-hmm.
The problem with Danny's character. Danny's character is too good to the innocent and doesn't know how to play the politicking game to keep everybody happy. Like, even what's his name? Who's the older guy?
Sir Barristan.
Yeah, Barristan. Barristan was like, you do. Sometimes it's not. It's like, we will meet justice with justice. And he's just like, bitch. Like, he wants to say, like, bitch. Listen.
Like he was right, though.
She is. She's 100% right. Yeah. But he's like, we can do this to all of these men. Yeah. There are going to be people still in this city that have a connection to them. We might want to work with a piece of some sort before you piss off the crew, basically. But right. She's 100% justified.
And all these other people I just freed would be more upset if I don't do this. So,
but let me tell you, brutal. Oh, Matt, you must have loved having to count you got all the children, and then you just get to replace them with the same number.
Oh yeah, I love it when they give me the number. I was so worried when they started doing the uprising. I was like, oh my god, I'm gonna have to count all this stuff. But then they do like 2 guys, and then they like skip over to it's already done. But yeah, that's good. I hope they do that more and more as the show goes on.
Oh, and Braun takes off Jamie's hand and smacks him in the mouth with it. And it's like, what you do? Took your hand. You want this to be a fair fight? It's not going to be a fair fight.
I love it. He's like, do you talk to my brother like that? I was like, yes. He got used to it.
And then he basically breaks down to him. He's like, your brother did not a murderer. Wouldn't have done it.
Mm-hmm.
It's not. And Tyrion even says it to Jamie. He's like, it doesn't matter. Like, you can bring the person in front of them, put him at the stakes, and admit that he did it.
Mm-hmm.
and I will still put my head on a spike. Like I will not get a fair trial.
Yeah,
This is
Tywin is
their
not gonna. Yeah, and
this
Cersei.
is their one shot to take me fully out,
Mm-hmm.
and they're going to take me out. Like period. Tywin hasn't wanted me since birth. Cersei is now that her son's gone, blames me, and it will be my fault. And like everything is, he just knows his days are numbered, basically.
Oh yeah.
He knows right. They're the Kingslayer brothers.
Does have a certain ring to it. Oh.
We find out who killed Joffrey.
Yeah, well, yeah, who was definitely had a big pretty much got the whole conspiracy of it.
She
Yeah.
very much lies to it. Like he would not been good to live with. Like, yeah, I did you a favor.
Yeah.
And like Marjorie was like, oh, like Granny killed this guy. Yeah.
Oh,
I
yeah.
was
Granny
surprised
got
in
game.
real. I was surprised in real time how they just kind of dropped to just a couple episodes after. I thought that was gonna. I thought we were
Oh,
just
yeah.
gonna let that one linger for a bit. I'm like, who actually did it?
And especially like the whole thing is they pretty much said that Littlefinger kind of planned it and worked with her, and then they got the poison in there through Sansa's necklace and all that stuff. So I didn't really leave a whole lot to the imagination.
But then we also get talk about what's her grandmother's
Marjorie.
name?
Oh, Elena.
Marjorie's grandma, Elena, talking about how she went upstairs and did wonders to the man and got who she wanted. So she gives advice to Tom: go take what you want.
Oh yeah.
Which
So, yeah, Tom gets a nice night visit. Him and Sir Pounce. Which it seems like Marjorie's pretty much got that one in the bag.
she had it in the bag when she walked in the room. Like, hello, nurse. Come in.
I wonder, like, I mean, because Len had said, like, hey, you want to get in there before Cersei does. Like, I feel like she probably could have gotten in there, like, after Cersei, like, badmouthed her a lot. It's like, oh, kids like, oh man, like Marchie's really hot.
Have you seen these before?
After the wedding night, all that hate would have just gone away.
We get a pretty intense scene with Jamie and Cersei. Like, I know you went to see him. Like, mad that's like he's trying to talk to her like he didn't do it. And like she just will not have it. Like, Jesus Christ, like I didn't fucking
it seems like their relationship is kind of like a gone way sour since he's been back.
John is not in favorable situations at the Wall because the
he's in a rough spot. Yeah, the people
he's
kind of
the new
charge.
Lord Commander. I always forget that the first the first Lord Commander. I always know that he was in charge, but the way I always think of it is like that guy, like the Lord Commander, like how he talks is always how I picture the head of it. And the guy from Bolton's, the guy that chopped off Jamie's hand, is now at the
he's
Wall.
undercover over there in the Night's Watch, trying to find the Stark boys.
Yeah, and Jamie gives the sword and gives Bran the new armor and Big Dick Pod. Big Dick Pod gets to go.
That was a great transition where we just go in, we just get a full screen of Pod's smiling face.
And she looks so pleased, like, yay. And he's just like, let me tell you, we watched The Night of the Seven Kingdoms. I would have gladly watched Brienne and Podrick through the woods together. Like,
we could skip a little bit.
Yeah.
And so then they give permission for John to go on his mission to Caster's Keep, because the City Watch tells like the temporary Lord Commander guy, like John's pretty popular, and you're not. So it might be good to get him out of here before we elect our next Lord Commander. Just saying.
Which it's kind of funny because we don't get a lot of those like politicking games like over at the wall. Like just kind of like more normal stuff. And like that guy around like does kind of present that. It is kind of funny.
Well, it's because he's fresh from King's Landing, so he's still got that thought process going.
At Castor Keep, is this Ramsay's stunt double? Like, I've always thought that. Like, they just had to put like another just ruthless human being there, just like in replace. He just reminds me so much of Ramsay.
He's
a
not a cool guy.
legend. A fucking legend.
See, he's like Ramsay if Ramsay had more of an ego.
Right, yeah. That's true.
Also really like that where they go back to him. He's drinking the wine out of that guy's skull.
Oh,
like
Lord Commander's skull.
Yeah. A fucking legend. And they give the baby up to the gods. All right.
Yeah.
They give the baby to the White Walkers. And they capture Bran and his group.
So they're all like the dire wolf after he like wargs into him and like goes to like investigate stuff and falls right into a trap.
They're and we finally learn what happens to the babies.
Yeah.
When the ice people touch the skin, the eyes go blue, and they become White Walkers. Do you think the babies are the ones that grow up to like they're the ones that become like the?
Yeah, I think it's the babies are the one that becomes like the true White Walkers,
right?
Whereas
the other ones are just dead ones that get raised.
Come back.
Like, so they're like those dudes we see on the horseback with like the ice spears, like like the generals.
Yeah,
so
like you have to be. You have if you're over the age of 1, you don't get to do that. But if you're still a child, you have time to develop.
Because it seems like anyone that dies like north of the wall pretty much comes back as like one of these regular creatures. But yeah, the White Walkers actually have to like seek you out and do like the ceremony to make you one of their own. So I guess, do they have to like raise them, or do you think they like grow up real quick?
I guess we didn't really get into the weeds of that thing. I don't know if they have a White Walker.
We'll get a spin-off one year of the nursery.
Yeah, is there like a White Walker nanny over there, just kind of dealing with all the incest babies?
Because it seems like Cass has been doing this for a long time. Looking at how old his daughters are.
He just basically made all the generals. Like, that's crazy.
Yeah, that's kind of crazy when you think about it. Cass is pretty much responsible for building up the White Walker army.
All right.
Good episode. Yeah.
Solid.
All right. So that will bring us to first of his name. Yeah, a whole bunch of other stuff happens.
Yep. Tommen is sworn in as new king of the Seven Kingdoms. And
Cersei and Marjorie kind of talk. Cersei actually seems like okay with Marjorie a little bit now.
Oh, your sister?
Yeah. Well, maybe not that part. She seems okay with Marjorie marrying Tommen, at least.
I mean, fucking nobody else around. I guess.
Dany gets a fresh lesson of 8,000 Unsullied and 1,000 men are not enough to take King's Landing. Like, you're gonna need a lot more people to take King's Landing. So.
Well, I mean, she could do it, but I don't know if she'd be able to hold it. Now she's finding out pretty much every place that she's come through and liberated has kind of like fallen back as soon as she left. So now she's kind of like of the thought, well, how can I go and do this if I can't like rule? So. Now, I'm just going to camp out here for a little bit and like practice ruling, see how that works out for me. I'm sure it'll go swimmingly.
100%. And then Sansa and Littlefinger go to the
Veil.
Vale, and
God.
we got a good volunteer for bad guy of the week. Crazy bitch.
Yeah, we can see Liza and Robin is still there, pretty much right where we left him. Back
I
season
laughed.
2 was the last time we saw him.
I laughed so hard when she's like, "Yes, we'll get married soon. Everything will be great soon." She walks to the door, and that priest is on the other side, and be like, "Bitch, we doing it now!" And I'm gonna scream so loud,
and
and then
we find
Sansa
out
has to
too
hear it.
here that Littlefinger was the one that gave her the poison to kill John Arryn, and told her to write the letter to Cat that the Lannisters were behind it. So Littlefinger pretty much was behind just about all of this stuff.
Varys is 100% correct. He
Yeah.
would sit on the Iron Throne and watch the rest of it burn. Like, that's what he would want. Chaos is a ladder.
Yeah. Something to bring up, like it later on. Yeah, that was like a neat moment. Like, yeah.
Yeah, we found out he's pretty much largely behind Joffrey getting killed, and he was largely behind Ned coming to King's Landing, and he pretty much set everything in motion. Crazy. But yeah, like Cody was saying, Sansa and Liza had a little interrogation.
Don't lie to me. You want to sleep with him. You want. No, I'm good. I swear. I'm a virgin. I've never even had it. I promise.
You're going to bring all those lemons just for anybody.
But, Liza believes her, and as a reward, she's going to get to marry Robin. So, I mean, seems like everything's coming up Sansa now.
What is with Sansa? Like, everywhere she goes, she's just surrounded by crazy bitches. Like, what is going on?
I mean, for the first, like, everybody always was like the most tragic character in Game of Thrones, blah blah. Sansa has a very big claim to be the most like beat the horrible life ever from the beginning. Does she put a little bit on herself? Sure, you can argue that. But overall, post season 1, she has nothing to do but live and die.
Yeah. There was a very small amount of time where you felt like, okay, she kind of deserves it. And like that time is long since passed.
Way gone.
It's been a long time.
Maybe when Joffrey's like showing her Ned's head on a pike, I think that might have been like, okay.
Yeah, that's probably that was
a lot. Podrick burns a rabbit because he forgets to. Have you ever cooked a rabbit before?
No, Tyrion's more like Grubhub, so we didn't do a whole lot of this cooking stuff.
She kind of breaks down finally and lets him take off her armor, and they're kind of like, it's a nice moment.
She found out that despite all his flaws, he's at least loyal. So
he's a good guy.
She can do worse.
I think my favorite scene in this episode is when the Hound and Arya are just like getting ready for bed, and Arya's going through her list, and the Hound's telling her to shut up, and that they both
go on with it.
Mountain was there. They would kind of help out each other, take him out, and then she's like, "I got one more name, and then we can go to bed." It's like, "Fine, get over it." The Hound. And you see his little look there.
And the next morning, where she's doing the water dance, he's like, "What the fuck are you doing?"
And then the Hound said some very mean things about Syrio, so I didn't like that.
You teach it that's how you die. You'll die if you do that. Dancing.
He couldn't handle fucking Meryn Trant.
He didn't even have a sword. Well, that's his problem right there.
And she slaps her when she tries to do the dance on her. Like, it's just like the Bolton guy sneaks into and finds Bran and like cuts his leg and like figures it out.
Yeah.
But the basically the North is about the White Walkers are not the White Walkers. Fucking hell. the Night's Watch is about to go on the
Yeah.
Caster's Keep. There's about to, because the Bolton sneaks in and finds like
he kind of
he does
sneaks
the
ahead,
scouting, but he also sees them.
Mhm.
And I
He
love
tells
the
them to stay away
guy.
from
The
there.
who's the leader of Cast? Do we know that guy's name? The guy that they that took over Caster's Keep.
That was.
He's a good recommendation for bad guy.
Carl.
His name's Carl.
Carl. Yeah.
That's like the most Game of Thrones name ever.
It's Carl with a K, so like it's meant to sound.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Carl. He gets to do this. So that's the whole situation or whatever it is. They all the guy that visions. He goes, "Did you see me? What I'm gonna do to your sister here? I saw you burn, your body burn, your bones burn to the ground." And then the watch shows up and they start battling.
Oh yeah.
And Bran goes into Hodor because the guy from Bolton's grabs him to take him back, basically for ransom or whatever, and snaps the dude's neck.
Like so hard,
And
it's got like a bone popping out of it.
I don't think I'm supposed to see your collarbone go outside of your skin like that.
No. And then he sits there. He's like, "Are we?" Then he pops out of Hodor and he's like, "Hodor," and Hodor's looking at Hodor like, "Come on, I need you." Probably the most brutal death so far in Game of Thrones.
I mean, I'd say top 10. I'm sure there's some more stuff.
Well, of so far that we've seen.
I mean, the whole Red Wedding was pretty not brutal.
Those are all quick.
We didn't see Ned's head actually get cut off.
Even Ned's head. This dude gets a fucking long sword. He gets a long sword shoved through his mouth and slowly pulled out the back.
Okay.
That's fucking brutal.
Okay. Yeah.
I think you're talking about the neck break.
No. Yeah, neck break's not even close. I'm talking when Coral gets his fucking he gets kabobbled.
I mean, that girl was lucky that John was able to stop the sword when he did. That almost went to her head.
Dude, she wishes she had fucking 3D glasses. That bitch would have been fire.
Oh god.
But Carl
John
dead.
win.
John team win.
And
Bran and them are gone, right?
Yeah, because they said, hey, if you go to him, he's not going to let you keep going north of the wall. So they skedaddle. They peace out.
I would have risked it, I would have just seen.
Nah, John want to let him go.
I'm tired of the battle. I'm tired of this battle.
The second time in 2 seasons, like they just been right there. It's just like, I don't know, just gonna say, hey, I'm alive, man. We gotta go this way now.
The funny thing is, every time I watch it and the Bolton guy's there, and I'm always like, what happens to him? And then I Hodor snaps his neck. I'm like, right. He dies that way. But then they're all standing around the watchers like, no man did that. Like, there's no man they could have done that.
Oh gosh.
And then the girls from Castle Heat was like, what? We've been beat by your men, we've been beat by him, like it doesn't change. Burn to the ground. Like, and they burn the Caster's Keep to the ground.
Oh yeah.
And John gets reunited with his wolf.
Yeah. John and Ghost are back together again. That's nice. I think because Bran's got his direwolf. So Bran and him are because Rickon's got his too. So three of the Stark kids still have their direwolves.
I'm sorry, I just looked ahead from episode 6 to 10. It's just fucking.
we get some bangers coming up.
Cinema.
All right, so I think
Bag of the Week.
We got some nominations this week.
Trying to think, like who's like.
Hear me out. It's never happened. I don't think we've done it once. I know it's part of the job. I know I hated this bitch for the entire time. But Philip doing Martha having to go to Russia after all this is like one of the biggest. Just what the fuck? Couldn't get a real marriage, lied, banged her brains out all the time, led her astray, did this. Now at the end of it all, she has to go to Russia, and she's probably gonna die.
Well, I mean, it's that or jail, or
He could have just left for the fucking wall.
that's not the job.
I don't even know how big of important stuff they found out from that overall.
I mean, she was just a secretary. It wasn't like she had expertise or anything. It's just, well, no, I mean, this is pro you. It's like, you know, it's like a pro your argument is like it's really a hard way to look at this and not think, oh, Phil's kind of a piece of shit for getting her involved in all this.
I mean, we're going to give it to anybody for the Americans. We need to give it to the writers for dragging us through all that Nina stuff for like a season.
I mean, that's fair.
I mean, if there's a central figure to blame for the death of Nina, that would be one thing, but there really is.
Yeah. Oh. Justified doesn't have nobody. Game of Thrones has a few contenders.
I mean,
I think this could be a week that
I don't
we
think
consider.
anyone from Game of besides the guy from Caster's Keep.
I mean, Littlefinger pretty much confessed this week to being behind a big chunk of the horrible stuff that he's gotten away with it. I think that's a masterful bad guy of the week who's been pretty much plotting behind a whole lot of stuff.
I mean, listen, an argument can be made. It's maybe a bit of a wash. Like, is he responsible for, you know, all the stuff, you know, basically happened up until now? But he is.
But he also killed Joffrey.
Yeah, so it's like, you know,
you know what?
Some good, some bad.
Six half dozen the other.
Last week where Jaime raped someone, but it was Cersei. So
we may have had those moral dilemmas. I don't choose this life. This life chooses me.
Right.
Who are you thinking, Mark?
I mean, but I wasn't really thinking Philip. Philip's not a bad.
How many times has Philip? How many times have people from the Americans even been it?
We had one. I think we've had one at this point.
The Americans has never been bad guy of the week.
No, like we never made even like Stan one week. I mean, Stan.
I know we've nominated him, but
believe me, I was trying. I was trying. There was weeks I definitely tried Martha too.
I think this is a good week because like the combination of everything really does this really doesn't make Philip look good like at all.
And you know what? I'm going to go along with you guys because Philip took Martha's gun. And he is robbing me of something I've been looking forward to for 2 seasons now.
I'll tell you, me too, brother. Me too.
So I
hope that gun comes in contact with Pastor Tim, and then we can all have the cycle completed. So Philip, first American. It is our 14th episode this week, and the first American gets the thing. Interesting. How many has anybody from Justified?
Yeah, Justified. We got Robert Quarles did it 1 week, but it was kind of a week. Other than that, it's been all Game of Thrones. Oh wait, no.
Okay.
Dickie got it 1 week.
I was going to say, I'm pretty sure Dickie won at least.
Yeah, so Justified's had it 2 weeks. Now Americans had it 1, and the rest has been all Game of Thrones.
I think Game of Thrones is running away with it.
And UConn women's basketball is just fucking undefeated. They have off years, but every other time there you go.
I mean, Joffrey got 4 weeks, which I think might be a record for bad guy of the week.
So Joffrey alone has beat out the other 2 shows combined.
Oh yeah.
Next week, that's Michael Jordan. 6 championships, no losses. Next week, I will talk probably the longest I've ever talked on this show for Game of Thrones, and the following week, Mark will probably talk the longest that he's ever talked on this show.
It's literally going to just be about one moment. Like,
How many times we
right.
rewinded it?
he's gonna do his best John Madden approach. He's gonna pull it up on the screen and goes, "Look, gotta look right here at this point and see this go here and this go there." And
This is where this
it's
guy
pretty
fucked
sweet. That's pretty fucked up, Mark. So next week, 4 Justified, 3 Americans, 2 Game of Thrones. We get the trial next week, Kid Tyrion. So can't wait. Tune in next time. Check us out. Bye-bye. Have a good one.
When you play the Game of Thrones, you win or you die. There is no middle ground.